Good.
Get in the screen. There you go.
And action!
I had quite an adventure in Anaheim, California. A lot of adventures.
Oh my gosh.
One adventure I had to share with you is about, well, Krista had to do her projects with Collegiate DECA.
Yeah, I was doing business.
So she was working so hard.
Very hard.
And anyway, I wanted to go to the beach. I just had to because I didn't know if we'd actually be able to go together. So I went on a bus ride all by myself. It took almost 2 hours, which by taxi would have been 30 minutes. So I went down, met some really great people from other states in Collegiate DECA and talked with them. And then I enjoyed the beach, and it was like 5:30 at night. I thought, I have to start heading home. So I ran, hopped on the next bus I could, and I didn't realize that when I arrived at the station there would be a delay at that time of the evening, so I'd have to wait an hour. So I rode the bus up. I was at my bus stop. It's still 5 miles from Disneyland, and it was getting sunset out. The sun was setting, and I saw 2 women at the bus stop with the shelter, and I pulled out my schedule and I sat right beside her, and I asked, well, is that right? The bus doesn't come for an hour now? And then she kind of looked at me funny, and I saw her feet and her firm, slender legs, and I thought, this is odd. So then I got up and stood, right by the bench, and she asked something to me, like, do you want something or another? And she's using this, this like Marilyn Monroe voice, like a man trying to sound like a woman. Well, at that point, I knew something was weird. I kept looking at her legs and her face. And she was black with an afro and had a little top on and short skirt and open like sandals. And then she asked me something. I said, what? And I said, I really have to get going. And then she had this laid back, like, oh, what am I on? Like, is she on drugs or something? And she said, and I turned her down. I said, I have to really get going. So then she said, okay, that's whatever, Mr. Giovanni, Mr. Diovinci. I think it was Mr. Giovanni. And I thought, that's freaky. So I just turned around and went walking off. Must be some kind of code word for a possible customer turning down a trick, but it was so freaky. He had like a narrow face and lots of lipstick, and it was the legs and those feet. And, that funny. Oh, Mr. Giovanni. Whatever, Mr. Giovanni. So that's one of my adventures. I have more, but